So here we go, the next quarterfinal matchup of the 2014 National Collegiate Paintball Championships. It's going to be Kennesaw State University Owls taking on the Florida Atlantic University Owls. I'm Matty Marshall alongside Todd Martinez. Here we go. You're looking at FAU on your screen right now. That squad, their star player, Travis Madrid, had really stepped up, man, in the prelims to get him here. Team played great too, but you know, it was always Travis Madrid. Seemed like last player left alive, Todd.
Really gritty games for FAU, getting them to this point. Kennesaw State's been playing some really good paintball. We'll see how this game unfolds here with Lochner up in that 50 snake. Once again, been making a home for himself in there. As he's got Travis Madrid behind him. FAU up in that A with Pando. And here comes, Kennesaw State loses a body, but they're gonna get up into the snake as well.
Lochner just assassinates the player in the 50 snake, Kennesaw State. Nice work by Lochner. He's like, no, man, this is my 50 snake. Get out of my spot. And
yeah, Lochner playing, I mean, easily playing the snake, you know, up to, or, you know, as good as Isgro has been over here.
Well, hey, every team needs a strong snake one. You do not get it this deep into the tournament unless you got an amazing player playing snake one for you. And then also, you need some good 2s and 3s. And Florida Atlantic's definitely got a bunch of those guys too. Speaking of that, one of them, here comes Travis Madrid heading up to the center. Now he's wrapping around. You can see right-hand portion of your screen, both Pando and Madrid searching for bodies here. Dominant field position as FAU pushes past the 50-yard line, trying to get a shot on the last player left alive for Kennesaw State.
And here comes Pando. Gonna run around. FAU gonna get on the board first by some crafty play by Lochner, getting here in the 50, occupying that spot, getting some kills, owning that snake. So, you know, we've seen these guys, you know, for FAU a couple games now. Beat Temple in OT. Won their first game this morning. Let's check out this replay real quick.
So there it is. Kennesaw State is going to try to get in the 50 snake, but Lochner right on the other side of this. And he literally mercied him out of there. Todd, did you see that? Look at this. He crawls up. Watch Lochner just mercy this kid. So he gets up there. Lochner hears the call from his coach, and as soon as he draws near, literally taps out. Like he literally submitted him. So nice work by Lochner, owning that, literally owning the snake. And then here comes the last run through. He actually didn't even need to run through for that last player. Pando was trying to come on the kill and didn't even need to do it. So first strike goes to the FAU Owls. They go up 1-0, 8-10 left to play in this first half. You're watching the quarterfinals of the 2014 NCPA Championships. Next up after this game, we are going to have the Central Florida Knights. They're going to be playing the West Point Knights. And Yukon Huskies against Fresno State Bulldogs to close out the day. So lots more paintball action coming at you. And then we have the semifinals tomorrow. You're going to have to tune in later on to watch the finals, though. But man, it's we've seen this has been a great tournament, Todd.
Yeah, we've seen some great games, some great snake play. You know, a lot of up and coming players out here. You know, really making it fun to watch, really interesting. And you know, one of the players that I like to see have a game over here, Timmy Roberts from Kennesaw State. You know, he's been playing some good 2 work over here on the snake side for Kennesaw State. You know, Lochner, like we've been watching him all weekend. He's been smashing people. Madrid and Crumple, also from FAU. You know, Ramsey's been playing pretty well for FAU over on that Dorito side too. So here comes FAU on the breakout. Heavy to that Dorito side.
So FAU.
Kennesaw State up in that left side of that A.
Whoa, nice little snake battle here, but the referee's going to get in there and check out 18. If 18's hit, okay, so they're not going to call a penalty. That's a good thing for Kennesaw State. Kennesaw State loses another body over here on the snake side of the field. And so now FAU, they have players left alive, all in the gray area though. The gray zone of the field, those back bunkers. So better field position right now for Kennesaw State. They have the 40-yard line. Dorito, you're looking at that player, left-hand portion of your screen. And then here's the back snake player. for Kennesaw. But that's the only guy on this side of the field for Kennesaw right now. So he's got to be real careful.
Yeah, there's Kennesaw right there, yeah, the 40 Dorito.
That's the man in the best position on the field. He has a back player who's right behind him. This is the back line for FAU. 3 players for them. So slowly but surely, Kennesaw making their way down that D side of the field. Oh, but a big move all the way from the back corner. I think it was for FAU into the 40-yard line. You're looking at 40-yard line Doritos side. Look at this battle. Both these teams in the 40-yard line Doritos. There's that D side lineup for Kennesaw. 2 players over there, very close to each other. They'll be able to watch over, and then the referee in there checking them out, and that might be a penalty. Yeah, major penalty on FAU. So they're going to be heading to the box, and Madrid gets shot out of his bunker, which is rare. And then here comes number 14 for Kennesaw. Kevin Hampton hanging that flag up.
So, I mean, FAU, we've seen them get their fair share of penalties out here as well. You know, they've definitely had to fight through those. But
I almost want to say, what team hasn't got a ton of penalties?
Yeah, right. So, I mean, FAU giving that point right back to Kennesaw. You know, this is not going to be an easy game for FAU, but FAU hasn't really had many easy games throughout this event. They beat Temple 5-4 in overtime, beat Liberty this morning in a hard-fought battle that was really close. They were able to pull out there at the end. And then here's Kennesaw actually getting the drop in, but Lochner making sure that he did the deed. And there it is right there, coming back over the top, trading out.
I feel like Lochner might have, I mean, that was close to a penalty right there. It's about
of all the different ways we've seen it go down, I would have given Lochner a penalty on that one for sure.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, he had a gigantic Cyclops directly in the center of his goggle, and it still was putting it on him. I feel like the other guy might have had some hits on him at that point too.
Yeah, right now, if it's blatant, the referee's throwing a major. If guys are just getting in there and trading, he's getting them both off the field and letting the rest of the body sort it out.
Yeah,
we've seen this a lot from Kennesaw. You know, that's where we saw Timmy Roberts over here, you know, really filling out on the snake side, doing some work for Kennesaw.
Well, I kind of feel that it's, you know, I don't know how you feel about this, but it looks like the majors are coming when you have a guy with the hit trying to play out of bunkers, mostly from the backfield. Haven't seen too many majors from those bang-bang plays at the 50s.
Only if it's like super blatant, a guy spins around 3 times.
Yeah, on a run-through spinning move, yes, absolutely. That you're right. They are calling majors for that.
So FAU getting in, you know, in the same sense. You know, Travis Madrid, after Lochner gets in there and does his work, you know, Madrid comes out and does closing games out for FAU. And up to the left side of the A again. Lochner just runs straight up to the 50, stands up, and gives a Scully number 2.
I want to say he just shot the back corner bunker at the same time, and Lochner's having a field day. Lochner, and then he finally gets shot cross field from the back corner bunker, but he already did his damage. Yeah. Lochner looking real good, and if they can keep Lochner playing like this and have Travis Madrid playing like he's been playing this tournament as well too, it's going to be tough for any team that FAU faces. But looks like FAU lost a couple more bodies. They still have enough players alive, though, to force Kennesaw State to concede the point because they want to keep all the time possible on that major penalty that happened. Minute 24 seconds left on that major. And so when you're in that situation, you're Kennesaw, yeah, it was a 2-on-1. Typically, you let that play out. You know, you give your guy a chance to maybe get a quick kill, even it up to a 1-on-1, win that 1-on-1, get some momentum for your team. But when you're looking at a penalty and it's 2-on-1, no, blow the horn, concede the point, still early on in the game, put yourself back on that power play, reset, so it's going to be 5-on-4. Let's look at this, Todd. Look at Lochner here. Lochner just runs right up, guns up, comes around, and then just assassinates that guy. Snake 1, and then also the guy running out to the corner bunker for Kennesaw State. Lochner gets that G2, and then I don't know if we can keep it going here, but I think after he shoots him, he rolls around, looks in the center, and is like, oh, good, look at that guy cross field, gets 3rd G, so 3 quick Gs for Lochner right there. Yeah,
I mean, on this field, you have to isolate those snake guys, try and get them on the break, get good lanes, get good spots, and also switch up your routes, and that's Lochner, like you said again, gets those 2 kills, and then here comes Notiski, right through the middle, stuffs that guy in the A, and then wears it from the Dorito side corner, but not after he came through and got that second guy out of the A.
So, though the Owls from Florida Atlantic University, though they have a major penalty, they are up 1 point, and the power play of Madrid, Lochner over here, is really paying dividends for them so far in this match. Still a close game, though. And what can Kennesaw State do here with this power play? They're going to be 5-on-4. FAU down 20% of their firepower here off the break, as that one body sits waiting to get out of the box. So it looks like FAU makes 4 bodies out alive. And it looks like Kennesaw loses a body there, so they squandered the power play. It's now 4-on-4.
Yeah, they lost Burrows on the break, but Kennesaw loses Burrows on the break. FAU able to get into the 50 snake, but they lose Madrid behind him. Notiski fills all the way back over from the Dorito side to the snake side again.
Well, now it's Dykes in here giving Lochner a rest. Unless that's Lochner behind Dykes. But anyway, Dykes in snake 1 right, or playing the snake 1 position. He's at the 50-yard line, trying to shoot cross field. And then you're looking at the D side matchup right there. Now you're looking at the snake side for Kennesaw State. 2 players for them over here. But they're in those back bunkers. They really need to get number 22 into this snake.
Yeah, but losing that body out of that pin. That pin is not a livable spot late in the game. Players have too much time to adjust and figure out that guy can, you know, is just sitting in that spot. There's Dykes right there on your screen right now, shooting on the inside. That's the Dorito corner, and Dykes gets shot out of nowhere, and here comes Timmy Roberts. He's gonna fill into the 50 snake right now. Coming up looking for the bodies. Finds him across the field in the 40 Dorito, but FAU is able to burn off enough of that clock to get their body out of the box. And Roberts misses the body coming out of the box.
Good penalty burn.
Yeah, and big mistake right there by Kennesaw State. They lose a body on the Dorito side and let the body come out of the box, so FAU comes back at full strength.
Well, let's see if
Does not hurt them at all.
Let's see if Roberts and his back guy can pull something off, Todd. You know, we saw Roberts play before. Roberts was actually looking pretty solid early on for Kennesaw, so maybe he can get a kill here.
Yeah, and they do get 1 kill off that Dorito side. Looks like Vogel. And then I think Roberts does get that last kill over here on the snake side, and now goes attacking 2-on-1. And looks like they're gonna double team that last body, Whitehead and Roberts closing out the game for Kennesaw State. So
yeah, so Roberts and Whitehead looking real strong there, and that is gonna tie it up. So though FAU was able to pound out that penalty and get their guy out of the box, Kennesaw is going to score the point. Now Tyler Whitehead's just chilling right now, waiting for FAU to concede that point, taking more time off this first half here. Real low scoring first half. About 3 minutes and 13 seconds to go.
Yeah, well, coach is walking on the field right now. I don't know if that's legal.
Well, I talked to a coach from Florida Atlantic. He was very confident about his boys in this matchup and very excited to play against Kennesaw. Knew it was going to be a fight, and we're seeing that right here. Looking at the replay, there's Kennesaw State.
Yeah, oh no, that's FAU.
No, that was,
right,
yeah, that's FAU Noguera.
Wearing it. So, I mean, Kennesaw State, you know, burning some time off there. 3 minutes left to go, 2-2 ball game. We're right back after this.
All tied up at 2 apiece here. FAU Owls taking on the Kennesaw State Owls. 3 minutes to go. About 45 seconds before we head back to battle here. And, you know, you're looking at this awesome field layout. It's the same layout from the PSP Dallas Open where we saw some crazy games. This was widely considered one of the best layouts that paintball has seen in years. So really happy that we get to see it here for the, you know, this is the World Cup of college paintball. And, you know, lots of great paintball action. We're looking at the quarterfinals right now, semifinals coming up tomorrow morning. And then, hey, you have to tune in to the CBS Sports Network May 17th, noon Eastern times. Yeah, can't wait for that. That's the championship match. So we're going to watch the prelude to the championship match the rest of today and then tomorrow morning. And then the championship May 17th, noon Eastern time. CBS Sports Network, mark your calendars. Also tune into the PSP May 2nd through the 4th. We'll be on Paintball Access. Help us support the sport. Try and take it to another level, college paintball and the PSP. So here we go.
Vogel coming out here to the snake side corner this time. Dykes getting into the snake for FAU. So I think, yeah, this FAU switched their body, stuck Travis Madrid over there on the Dorito side. Can't tell if that's Lochner or Noguera that went with him.
Well,
Dykes is here in the 50 snake right now.
Chopping people up. Still one player left alive over there, but he's hiding and pushed into the gun on the D side. So nice job by Dykes to push that Kennesaw State player over to his boy's gun on the D side. And now Dykes is playing almost as well as Lochner's playing here. That's when teams get scary. Teams get scary when they have multiple weapons on the snake side of the field and just multiple weapons, period. Because what that does is that you never get a break, man. If you have Dykes putting on you and then Lochner gets back in here, he's putting on you. If either one of those die, Madrid is still alive to fill that spot. So FAU looking strong here and just kind of chilling out, hoping that Kennesaw State is going to blow that horn. Yeah, so just waiting around for Kennesaw to blow that horn, concede the point. This is a strategy here. You guys have been playing lots of paintball. We're into the quarterfinals, so they had to fight through the prelims to get here. And probably a little bit tired at this point. Days starting to wear on, minute 25.
Well, this is FAU's home field. This ain't nothing new to them.
True.
They're definitely not worried about how hot it is. I mean, we've watched Travis Madrid. I don't think he's missed a point in every FAU game I've ever watched. All these dudes. We come down here every now and then for practice. We used to come down here a lot when I was with Infamous, practice damage. Came down here with Vicious in the beginning of the year to practice damage, and those guys are out here every weekend. I see Vogel, I see Madrid, Lochner. Like, these dudes are out here balling every weekend.
Well,
this
it
is
shows.
their home field.
It shows.
Yeah,
they look pretty good, man. So, but Kennesaw State still looks really good too. Close game here, minute 12 seconds to go here in the first half. We'll be right back after this. Welcome back here, and we are almost done with the first half of the fight between the two Owls teams here, Kennesaw State and Florida Atlantic University. Florida Atlantic slightly better than Kennesaw State, but we still got a whole second half of action coming at you, and a minute and 12 seconds left in this first half. You definitely score a point in minute 12 seconds, particularly on this field layout. And I really love it, Todd, that we're starting to see that middle come into play. So many dynamic run-throughs up the center in Dallas, and I'm glad that teams are starting to embrace that.
Well, we saw Kennesaw State take it twice early in the game, but after they lost their snake side over here to Lochner feasting on people, those dudes just got bunkered out. So, it's a team game. If you get up there, get in the middle, your teammates around you have to make moves. Let's see what happens here. Shooting heavy guns on snake side. Vogel gets smoked right in the flag station. Here comes Lochner right into the 50 snake again. And he is actually going to get some company in there with him, but not before he gets right into that cut and starts shooting across the field. Don't be surprised if Lochner gets ran down, as he does, by number 45, Steven Torres of Kennesaw State. Timmy Roberts still alive over here on the snake side, but focused heavily, shooting towards the Doritos. Snake corner as well.
Well, Lochner just got a little taste of his own medicine, a little face full of paint, and Here comes Kennesaw trying to push the advantage. No one on the snake side right now for FAU. I think the stand-up just got shot in the feet, Todd.
Yeah, that's Madrid over there again, you know, tucking way in, you know, just protecting himself from the snake side, shooting towards the Dorito side, but 2 bodies over there, I believe. But, you know, this is what Kennesaw needs to do, get into this 50 snake. And here comes Kennesaw attacking down the Dorito side and gonna trade out. That looked like Cameron Enriquez over there trading out with Travis Madrid, but still 1 body left alive in that small Dorito.
So Moorhead doing a good job of clearing things out over here on the snake side of the field. And solid work by Kennesaw, but I don't know if they're gonna be able to hang it in time here.
No.
Or did they concede it? No, I don't think so.
I don't think so. I don't think they had enough time to hang that flag.
Well, that is unfortunate because it really looked like Kennesaw was gonna tie it up here. We're waiting the signal from, yeah, because the flag's still sitting there, and I don't think anybody conceded. So let's look at this battle here. There's Lochner and the snake. He's about to get run down. He had to tap out himself. He was tapping people out whole first half. Yeah, you can see the frustration. There's Tyler Whitehead realizing that they were not able to get that point that they felt that they had earned, unable to hang that flag. So the score will be 3-2 heading into the second half. Valiant effort, though, by Kennesaw. You know, and that sends a message, man. Kennesaw came to play the game here. Only 1 point away from tying it up against FAU. We'll be right back with the second half action. Stick around.
The Empire Axe comes with an extended grip frame and new grip for increased comfort, multiple adjustable firing modes, including semi-automatic, PSP, Millennium, and fully automatic. Empire Relay Regulator ASA with on-off lever, magnetic trigger for smooth firing action, and an accurate lightweight aluminum barrel that hits your target. Push-button bolt removal, a clamping feed neck, a soft bolt tip, and a low-pressure operation. More information about this marker is available on the product page at empirepaintball.com. Being confident in yourself is important. Being confident in your equipment is a must. When you do the hard work of getting to that spot on the field, you must have the confidence to seize the opportunity. My name is Brad McCurley. I play for Team Infamous, and the Vanquish takes my game to another level.
About to get into the second half. Kennesaw taking on Florida Atlantic University. About a minute and a half to go before the start of the first point here. 10 minutes on the clock. This is the second quarterfinal matchup. Next, after this, we will have the University of Central Florida Knights taking on the West Point Black Knights, and then the UConn Huskies taking on the Fresno State Bulldogs. I'm Matty Marshall alongside Todd Martinez.
Hey, guys.
How are you feeling this afternoon, Todd?
I'm feeling fantastic.
Well, we have been lucky. Got to see some cool paintball again. I was just really happy that when we showed up here at the NCPA Championships that the layout was the Dallas Open layout, because what that means for everyone at home is some exciting stabbings happening at the 50-yard line all day long, all day, every day.
gets crazy out here.
Yeah, I'm hoping MAO is going to be the same. We'll see. You never know until we start shooting the paintballs at each other. But so many interesting stories in the PSP. Go to Paintball Access, check it out, and most importantly, check out the webcast for the next PSP event, May 2nd through the 4th, paintballaccess.com. So these two teams getting ready to throw down. Let's see if Kennesaw well, let's see if Kennesaw can come back, score a point here, tie it up. So much paintball to be played, though. But it was cool to see Kennesaw start to push down this snake side, give Lautner some of his own medicine. Dyke has been playing well for FAU as well. So that's the thing, man. When you have multiple players playing well in a position, it's very difficult to contend with that because, well, then you're always facing somebody fresh. You know, it's tough to play point after point after point and play at 100%. So here we go on the breakout. Now these teams switch sides. Kennesaw will be on your right and FAU on your left. So immediately getting into the snake is Lochner. He's got backs cross field, gets one. I think he bounced that guy though. Oh, so Kennesaw getting lucky. Lochner direct drove Kennesaw's stand up in the center in his back, but it bounced. So now Lochner thought he got a free kill. Well, he earned it. He got all the way to 50. But unfortunately for Lochner, he gets shot out of there. FAU also losing another body on that D side of the field. And here comes Kennesaw trying to tie this game up, Todd.
Yeah, Kennesaw, you know, very fortunate right there to keep that body alive, and Lochner getting shot. Now they have the body here. Steven Torres is in the 50 snake for Kennesaw State, and they do have bodies over there, 5 bodies alive, 3 on the Dorito side, 2 bodies over here on the snake side. Kennesaw State in good position, down 1 right now to FAU, but FAU very comfortable in these low-scoring games. We've seen them pull one out, or actually pull 2 of them out over here in this event so far, but Kennesaw State fighting back. You know, this has been a seesaw battle, and Kennesaw State right now charging down the field. Travis Madrid can never count FAU out while he's alive in that snake corner. Very good gun battler, very smart in picking his gun fights, but 5 bodies still alive right now for Kennesaw. Here they come, now crossing on to FAU side of the field. Both corners alive.
Todd, I think they have 4 bodies left.
Did they lose that corner over here? Oh, yep, yeah, I think another Kennesaw State player gets shot, so now 3 bodies. Yeah, no, 4 bodies left alive. 50 Dorito, 50 Snake, and they have the Dorito side corner. So 4 bodies alive for Kennesaw State.
But this is that classic cross-up situation. Players in both back bunkers. Oh, but the FAU dropped Travis. They dropped Travis Madrid. Here, back corner bunker, snake side. So feast. It's a little frenzy here for the last player on the D side of the field. And nice work.
Yeah, and that was Vogel over there. You know, the 2 guys we've seen forever. FAU, Vogel, and Madrid unable to pull it out. And, you know, Steven Torres doing a good job getting in that 50 snake. Gonna go put the flag back where it's supposed to be. There's Madrid trying to load, trying to get really small. But as the push comes, tucks in, does the Florida lefty. Not enough, gets shot. So Kennesaw State right there coming back out. Second half tying this game up. 3-3, it's a whole new ball game with 7:42 left to go.
Well, that's a tough thing, man. You know, if you're Travis Madrid back there by yourself, which we've seen when FAU's losing points, a lot of times it's Madrid on an island, and it's really hard to pull those low body situations off. You got 3 guys coming at you. It's really difficult to whip your gun around because you're basically asking, you're hoping to get to the paintball gods that somebody's going to make a mistake. Because if the 3 players play like they should, really they should shoot you 10 times out of 10. So, but you're hoping they make a mistake, but if you don't capitalize on them making that mistake, it's not going to matter. So it's a tough situation. But we have seen Travis Madrid prevail in those situations before. Yesterday, he had, I think it was a 3-on-1 he pulled off, but he wasn't able to do it here. So we got ourselves a tie game, 7 minutes and 42 seconds to go. About 25 seconds before the start of this next point. There's Travis Madrid, the star for FAU. They got a couple awesome, they got a really solid lineup now, though, man.
Yeah, well,
Lochner is battling. Dykes is playing great when Lochner needs a rest in the snake.
Yeah, Nadaski, you know, he's actually been shooting a lot of people coming out that Dorito side and then making that big fill across the field to the snake side. Only got caught a couple times on that bump, but, you know, Lochner, you know, making an effort over here to be one of those recognized players for FAU. Doing a lot of work.
And he makes it to the 50-yard line. Let's see if he can continue to get production out of there. No one in front of him, though. But, man, he's got a lot of guns on him. 3 guns towards Lochner's way. He does have those shots in the center. But anytime you're in the center 50 like this, or at the snake 50, and you have 3 guns, and they're just pounding your bunker, you got to chill out. You really can't come up into those guns.
Vogel gets shot in the face over there in that Dorito side corner. But FAU still bumping up into that small Dorito in the yellow section. Still 5 bodies left alive for Kennesaw State. But Lochner owns this 50 snake over here. Everybody's shooting at him, allowing FAU to continue to bump up that Dorito side as Kennesaw State drops a body. Drops 2 bodies, loses their whole snake side just like that, and now Lochner is going to be able to go to work. Oh, and here comes Nadaski down the middle.
He's wanting to get some right there.
Yeah, I'm saying, Nadaski, he's been all over this field right now. And here comes the final FAU player. Looks like Ramsey. Ramsey goes to get the last spot in that Dorito side corner. Looks like he's going to trade out. Oh, Ramsey's going to get a major penalty.
Oh, I was just going to say, Nadaski's one of those 2s that is not scared to go. Oh, and so it looks like Madrid's the one pulled on the penalty, but Lochner's still alive. He's kind of scared to pick that flag. He was like, am I good to go or not?
I don't want to pick this flag up.
I'm just going to stand here in the center. And then he goes to talk to the referee, make sure everything's straight, and it looks like the point will be conceded. Yeah, so Kennesaw State is going to concede that point because they want to maintain as much of that penalty as possible. So as soon as that penalty went down, 8 seconds was able to tick off of it, and that's why Lochner was just chilling because, yeah, why go hang the flag? If I can get more time off my buddy's penalty, get that much closer to getting our 5th body back, perfect. Let's look at this replay here. You see the referee in there checking him out, and well, that wasn't the penalty because Kennesaw didn't get penalty. So that was, I think, the last player left alive for Kennesaw State. Let's look at some Dorito side action right here. And the move being made, pushing down here. FAU taking out Kennesaw.
Yeah, Timmy Roberts got owned right there down the wire. And then Ramsey saw that the Dorito corner wasn't looking at him, so he took off. But on that trade out, ends up getting a major. So FAU going to be playing down a body. 5:57 left to go. We'll be right back after this.
Only 1 point separates these 2 teams. Kennesaw needs to get 1 more to tie it up. 5 minutes and 57 seconds to go here. And FAU, minute and 52 seconds remains on their penalty here. Just about ready to rock for this next point. Kennesaw on the bottom, FAU on the top. 4 bodies alive for FAU at the start of this. The major penalty. Here comes Kennesaw running up in the center. That's going to be another major penalty on Kennesaw. And here comes Lochner. No one's even looking at him. He's able to come and clear the flag out. We might have the fastest point, Todd, that we have seen. And FAU started this one on a power play. And then I think a double dose of major penalties, one after the other, happened for Kennesaw. And Lochner able to seize that advantage that was given to him when all those bodies started dropping off, so he just runs down this snake side to clear him out.
Yeah, Matty, yeah. I mean, what happened was that Kennesaw player turned around and picked up his gun before the whistle blew, and that's what the ref gave him the penalty for. So I don't know if that's going to stay as a major.
Well, we're looking at this replay here. This is Kennesaw running up into the center. You can see looks like he makes it in there clean. Can't really tell from this perspective if he has any paint on him, but you see there he hunkers down. He starts looking towards that side of the field. The referee starts running in over there. Lochner sees the chaos. He realizes he can get the drop on his opposing Snake player, so he makes that big move down the Snake side of the field, and the referees are going to have a convention out there. Not sure if there was 1 or 2 penalties on Kennesaw, but regardless, the point is going to go to FAU. They didn't get much time off their major. They don't care because they got to score the point. You know, they started down a body. Kennesaw was on the power play, but then a atom bomb of red flags seemed to explode over there on the D side of the field. So as soon as I get the information on what just went down, for sure Kennesaw has 1 penalty.
Yeah, let me go see if I can find out what's going on over here.
Yeah, so I'm gonna get our scout Todd over there, try to figure out what's going on. And we'll see though, you always can tell when Kennesaw spills out on the field. Okay, so major, 2 majors for sure on Kennesaw, which is the worst case thing that could have happened for them there, as they were on the power play and they're down points now. So they're going to have to start with 3 bodies, about 30 seconds before the start of this next point. Not a ton of time left here. And you can see there, Kennesaw is going to be in. Yeah, Kennesaw is going to be here in the box. 2 bodies for them in the box. They're going to start with 3. And then it looks like FAU is going to be starting with 4. No, yeah. They have 2 penalties as well. Wait,
yeah, we're going to need a technical timeout
here.
They
have, I think, do they? Oh, that's a ref. I thought they had 6 bodies out for a second. Yeah, so looks like a quick technical timeout is being taken here to sort out the madness. That's part of the game, man. You see this a couple times at tournament. You know, so much is going on in a paintball match. And so inner point, when these guys are making big moves, or somebody, it's like, you know, disaster happens when multiple things go wrong. You know, planes don't crash just because of one little thing. It's always multiple failures. So when you see a team fall apart in a point, and a guy leaves early, and then another guy gets a major, and then somebody else on the other side plays on, then it gets a little bit chaotic. So sometimes it takes the refs a little bit of time to try to sort things out, which is what they're doing. So they're going to put 10 seconds on that start clock there, which you can see on the lower portion of your screen. And FAU looks like they're ready to roll. The referees are talking to Kennesaw right now. Todd, what do you got for us?
Okay, so I watched that happen. Right before the whistle blew, number 25 swung his gun around, and Austin Burrows swung his gun around and started shooting downfield, but then when he heard the whistle blew, brought his gun right back. There's no way that he shot anybody from where he was standing, you know, and like basically whipped up his gun, brought his gun back, and then got pulled on a penalty for that, or got called a penalty for that. That's just leaving early. He should have been pulled, but there shouldn't have been a penalty called, and that's what the referees are trying to sort out right now. Because I mean, I'm standing up here, I watch it happen, and you know that's not something that you're going to get a penalty for. If he'd have broke out and shot somebody, then he might have gotten a penalty for that. But you know, if you just leave early, you get pulled for leaving early. That's not a penalty. So yeah. Referee's trying to sort that out right now, and it's definitely not a major penalty. So
yeah, and crucial moments in this. We're in the quarterfinals right now, man. These teams fighting to move on in this tournament. So it looks like 4 bodies for Kennesaw. That's big news for them, as they only have 1 in the penalty box on that major. And then, so a minute 35 on Kennesaw's, 1:08 on FAU's penalty. And immediately Kennesaw gets right into the 50 snake here. And it looks like a couple bodies drop for FAU. They're down to 2.
Oh, and the snake player for Kennesaw State gets shot in on Vogel across the field. And then he's going to come and run down Nadaski. So Nadaski, I think, was the last body. Kennesaw State going to be able to go and grab that flag and run it in.
So playing 4-on-4 here in this point. Kennesaw able to get the better of FAU, and they will score a point here. But they're just kind of walking it in because they have more time on their penalty. So they wanted to get some of that time off that penalty. Now they run it in. So 47 seconds. You can see their bottom right-hand portion of your screen. Kennesaw State able to get a point on the board if the hang is clean. The hang is clean. You can see the thumbs up sign from the referee. So we have ourselves a 1-point match with 4 minutes and 27 seconds to go here. Still 21 seconds on that FAU penalty as well. So you're looking at Kennesaw here pushing down on that snake side of the field, able to clear out that side. and get that last shot in on the last player left alive for FAU.
Yeah, so both teams, you know, playing with 4 bodies now. FAU going to get theirs back in 21 seconds. Kennesaw going to get theirs back in 47 seconds. And I think the referee is still out there right now trying to sort it out. So, you know, we'll be right back after a message from our sponsors.
So here we go. The stage is set for a potential Kennesaw State comeback as they were able to get one on the board here in that last point. So now they're only down 1. 10 seconds to go before the start of this next point, but both teams still have a major penalty. In Kennesaw, they have a little bit more time on theirs, 47 seconds on that one. FAU, they're going to get their guy out of the box 21 seconds into this next point. And so most likely both teams will get their guys back here in this point. So now Kennesaw State able to make it to the 50 snake off the break.
And Kennesaw State wears 3 balls right in his face from that snake side. And Nadaski fills out there to the Dorito side can. Coming out of the box is Ramsey. He gets all the way to the Dorito side corner. Filling all the way into the snake is Dykes for FAU. As Kennesaw State loses a body, they're going to get their body back in about 10 seconds. Timmy Roberts fills over here to the snake side mini race bunker.
So Todd, is anyone in position to shoot that box? Yeah, I think Dykes is. So Dykes is going to try to get a shot on him. I don't think he did, though. Yeah, he made it out clean.
Yeah, see, that's a smart bump out of the box, but then wears one right in the goggles. Not a smart gun battle right there. But seen a lot of players come out of the box, just go running to the corner, you know, kind of unnecessary. But it looks like FAU lost Nadaski off that Dorito side. So I think there's 2 bodies left alive over there because Ramsey is still alive and attacking into the 40 Dorito. 3 bodies left alive for FAU. Madrid's in the snake corner. Dykes is in the 50 snake, but Timmy Roberts, I believe, got shot from Ramsey across the field. And that is going to leave just 1 body left for Kennesaw State over in that Dorito corner. And that's going to be tough to battle out of there. Guarantee Ramsey's going to pump the brakes a little bit instead of trying to go run him down. But Travis Madrid, he ain't scared. He's coming to get himself some.
Oh, a little do-si-do around the bunker, though.
So, you know, Kennesaw State going to want to blow the horn here, save some of that time as FAU.
Yeah, they definitely want to blow the horn. I think they did actually already. Yes, they did. So, all right, so here we go. FAU Owls, 6-4, slight lead here, but with only 2 minutes and 39 seconds. I mean, that is enough time to come back. It's going to be very difficult, though, and you can see there the player that came out of the penalty box. He made it out clean, but then lost a gunfight. So look, he dips and dives in here, or dips and moves in, able to dodge a ball, but then he catches one. But shooting right-handed at the left-hand side of a bunker right there.
Yeah.
And that's why he got shot.
Don't want to do that. That's bad.
Yes, bad form. He did do a good job of making it out clean, dodging that ball, but then as soon as he got into a spot, just a little technical error there. You want to shoot left-handed out the left-hand side of a bunker, right-handed out the right-hand side. The only excuse not to do that is when you're in a low body situation, you're trying to, you know, shoot down a wire and then switch your gun around real quick. So it's actually faster to just stick with that hand, whip around, get the shot inside, and then whip right back. That's pretty much the only time you're allowed to do that, technically speaking. Yeah. There's been some great players over the years that were not left-hand masters. But it just makes it more difficult on yourself. And
yeah, so
paintball's hard enough as it is. You want to make it as easy as possible for yourself out there. So FAU trying to maintain this lead. 20 seconds to go before the start of the next one. 2 minutes and 39 seconds only left. So can Kennesaw get back in this match? Here we go.
FAU on the top, Kennesaw State on the bottom. And Kennesaw State gonna start attacking that middle. Timmy Roberts coming up to the front.
Timmy Roberts is fast.
Yeah, he got some wheels on him.
So Roberts able to make it to the yellow portion of the snake here, right on the sidelines. He's gonna roll his gun towards the center, and it looks like FAU, no bodies dropped for them yet. They have all 5 alive, and now trying to get Dykes into the snake. He's able to get in there and just decimates the back of the player that had made it up to the center for Kennesaw, and then he guns up down the wire. That's actually real smart that he shot the player in the center, Todd, and then whipped his gun around immediately, because we've seen that all tournament long. That when guys commit to the center, their coach sends the opposition down to bunker them out. Oh, so Kennesaw's starting to fall here, and this is probably going to do it if FAU can put another point on the board. Not a lot of players left alive. 2 players left alive for Kennesaw. Oh, and then Roberts catches one. So Dykes playing solid over here.
Yeah, Ramsey is just booking down that Dorito side of the field game after game. And makes it over there to the corner again. So FAU doing a good job right now. Beat Temple in that 5-4 overtime game yesterday. Beat Liberty University this morning, sent them home. Didn't even allow Liberty to get into the quarterfinals. And now, with just 1 minute and 32 seconds left, increased their lead to 3 points over Kennesaw State.
Yeah, and that's pretty much curtains. It's pretty much impossible at this point to score. I mean, they'd have to score almost as many points if they had scored in this entire match through 18 and a half minutes of play just to tie it up. So going to be a difficult proposition for them, to say the least. So FAU Owls could potentially be coasting here into the semifinals tomorrow morning. We'll be right back with the conclusion of this matchup. Stick around.
The Empire Axe Pro comes with an extended grip frame and new grip for increased comfort, 8 firing modes with OLED screen, including semi-automatic, ramping, burst, fully automatic, PSP burst, PSP ramping, and Millennium ramping. Empire Relay Regulator ASA with on-off lever, a magnetic trigger for smooth firing action, and a carbon fiber Super Freak barrel kit with 5 inserts. More information about this marker is available on the product page at empirepaintball.com.
So can Kennesaw put more points on the board? They might be able to put 1 more on the board in a minute and 32, maybe even 2. But to put 3 on the board to tie it up and take it into sudden death overtime, that's going to be asking a lot here. FAU looking like they will move on to the semifinals. Well, let's find out here. Kennesaw going to have to push aggressive. They have no choice on the breakout. 5 guns up for them, trying to go the let's shoot a lot of guys off the break game plan instead of let's run really far up front game plan. Losing a body on the D side, and here comes the push up the center. No one in the snake for FAU. FAU dropping bodies too. Looks like they lost 2 so far. 3 players left alive for FAU. They're chopping up bodies for Kennesaw State. 2 coming off for Kennesaw. It looks like Kennesaw has 3 players alive. 1 in the 50-yard line, Dorito, as we're about to crack the 1-minute mark. And here comes the push from Kennesaw down the snake. They really got to push push hard. They don't have any time. Roberts, number 22, making his move. Now we're looking at the D side. That's Kennesaw in the 50-yard line. There's not enough time, Todd.
No, not going to be enough time out here.
Madrid holding his lane, rolling his gun. There's Kennesaw. I'm sorry, FAU. That's down the wire on the snake side. He gets shot out, though, so that opens the door a little bit. Just Madrid over here on the snake side. He's trying to gunfight down, and he's definitely, let's see, he takes out the flag runner. He's still alive. And then he's going to get tapped out. So Kennesaw is able to put 1 more point on the board, and I think they're going to score it before 10 seconds. So we will see 1 more point played. So yeah, 1 more point will be played here. I believe because it hasn't cracked the 10-second mark. If it was under 10 seconds, the game's, you know, you can't score 2 points in 10 seconds. So check out this replay here. So there came the aggressive push from Kennesaw up the center, but gets shot in that gunfight. And then here's Travis Madrid, last player, weird, again, left alive for FAU. Wheeling and dealing, shoots the flag runner, but then he gets taken out. And this was the player down the line trying to hold that wire and gunfight at the same time, and ended up just getting nicked in the wrist. But hey, that counts, man. If a paintball hits on you and breaks, then you're eliminated, regardless of where it hits. So 2 points separate these teams, but with 13 seconds left, that's it, man. This game is over. Coffin nails have been hammered home, and FAU will be advancing to the semifinals tomorrow.
Yeah, and FAU definitely earned it, you know, out here. I mean, playing some tough teams, Temple, Liberty, Kennesaw. You know, a couple good games coming up next, too. You know, we got Central Florida about to jump in here. Next match, they're going to be taking on West Point. And then we're going to have UConn taking on Fresno State. A couple really good games. Really good games to end the day out here. Stick around, you've been with us all day.
So just a couple seconds before the start of this final point. Pretty much a mute point here. But because we have seen 13 to 15 second points on this layout before, you know, the rule does exist. If it's under 10, look, you know, and it's in higher than 2, it doesn't really matter. You literally physically can't run the field that fast. But here comes the bloodbath up the center. And it looks like Pando gets shot for FAU. Kennesaw gets torched trying to grab the flag. There is a player on the D side past the 50-yard line, but he gets eaten up as well. And that is going to do it. Game is over. Regulation has ended, and the victory will go to the Florida Atlantic University Owls. And they will be moving to the semifinals. So great job by FAU as, you know, they fought a strong Kennesaw State, Todd, and you know, Kennesaw didn't go quietly, kept it close pretty much the whole match, made it pretty entertaining for us up here, but just wasn't enough.
No, not quite. You know, FAU pretty determined. You know, we've seen FAU the past 2 years out here, you know, with those couple bodies, and man, going to be advancing on.
Yeah, so do not go anywhere. 2 more games coming at you here from the 2014 National Collegiate Paintball Championships. Central Florida going to be taking on West Point next. See you in just a few moments.